Okay, here's a video for 2HT and 2VT about exercise 57. You need to solve these equations. Now I'm going to do these four. Now one thing that's very important if you want to solve an equation is that there must be a 0 on this side here, otherwise you can't solve it. So this 5x, we have to remove it. So we have to do minus 5x here and minus 5x there. We already have something with x, so we're going to subtract it from the 3x. So you have x squared minus 2x equals 0. Then you need to factorize that. Sometimes you have to use the product sum method, and sometimes you have to put the common factor in front of the brackets. X squared and 2x can both be divided by x, so this is what you get. You get x and then in brackets x minus 2. Once you factorized it, you can say that, because there's a times here, you can say that the left side of the times symbol, so the x is 0, or what's in brackets, so the x minus 2 is 0. And that means that x is 2. So x is 0 or x is 2. That's the answer for 57a. Moving on to 57b. Now we have to remove the 9x here. So we're going to do minus 9x, also on this side. And you have to do plus 4, so also plus 4 on this side. What you get is x squared. There was no normal x here, so it's just going to be minus 9x. You already had 4, plus 4 is going to be 8, equals 0. And now we see three different things, x squared, x, and a normal number. That means you have to use the product sum method. So you have to find two numbers. If you multiply them, you get 8, and when you add them, you get minus 9. So x minus 1 and x minus 8. If you have that, then now you can say that x minus 1 is 0, or x minus 8 is 0. So then x is 1, or x is 8. Those are the answers here. Moving on to exercise C. Now this one is already in brackets and there's a 0 there. So then you don't have to work out the brackets because it's already done. So you can just say 3x is 0 or x minus 1 is 0. If you work out the brackets first, then you have to factorize it again. So you do double work. If 3 times x is 0, that means that x must be 0. And if x minus 1 is 0, that means that x must be 1. Moving on to D. Here we have x plus 2 on this side, but on one side you want to have a 0, otherwise you can't solve it. So you get x squared minus x minus 2 equals 0. We see three things, so that means we use the product sum method. You have to find two numbers. If you multiply them, you get minus 2, and when you add them, you get minus 1. So that's going to be minus 2 and 1. Because if you multiply them, it's that, and if you add them, it's that. So x minus 2 is 0, which means that x is 2, or x plus 1 is 0, which means that x is minus 1. And this is how that exercise works. Thank you for watching.